We're live. Good morning.
This is Two Blank Girls.
I'm Jenna.
And I'm Annitsa.
Welcome back.
This is episode 32.
Yeah.
And, oh, God. Can you feel our energy? God. I want to know
I just
if you
woke
guys
up
can tell
19
that it's
minutes
morning.
ago.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. It's great. I'm having a banana, drinking some water.
See, I got water, but I'm like, I haven't had my 4 bowls of kicks yet, so I'm ready.
I gotta put something in my body before I fucking lose my mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just
fine.
fucking
Let's
get
do
into
this
it
before people. This is the
They're
point where
already
people
tuning
start.
out.
Yeah, they turn it down.
They're
They're
like,
like,
oh, you know what? They're like, nah, I don't
I
want
wonder
this.
what that other ep is up today, and they pause us. Oh, I'm listening to a great new true crime podcast too. I can share, but okay, guys. On the morning of February 28th, we are two high maintenance girls. Okay.
It's the last day of February.
I know.
It's always so weird. And you know what? I don't think it's a coincidence that the shortest month of the year is Black History Month. And I think that's bullshit. But I just wanted to say that.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's
of course they pick the shortest
Yeah.
month to be
What and why
Black
February?
History Month.
Why February? Why is it so short?
It's
Why-
strange to me that
why?
they pick out of all the months of the year that they don't just kind of like
Why
even
isn't it
things
this the
out
same?
or
And
different.
why are months like only have 30 and some have 31? I'm like, why? Because it confuses me so badly, especially when like rents due and you're like, and you don't know what day it is because you're like, do we have 30 or 31? I do that like every month, and then I'm just
You
like,
have to
fuck
know
it.
the song.
I
30
paid on the
days
3rd.
has September, April, June, and November.
What?
30 days hath September.
What does
April,
half
June.
mean?
Have. They have
So what is it?
30 days hath September, April, June, and November.
So the
Those
only
are the 30
months
days.
is
Yeah, the rest are 31. And then February is 28 because it's a piece of shit.
Fuck, I don't know. September. What are the months?
Yeah, watch. I'm probably saying it wrong too, so I'm like, no. 30 days has September, April, June, and November.
Why are they doing it so out of order?
Because it rhymes better.
Because that's what makes it
September,
confusing. I'm like,
November,
September, and then we're going in the spring, and then we're going back to November. I'm like, what?
April, June.
I need it in order.
I'm probably here. Let me make sure that's right, because that's
September,
what I've memorized
November.
Since I was a kid. 30 days has September, April, June.
It should be September, November, April, June.
Or April, June, September, November.
Yeah, get it right. That's so confusing.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways.
It's right. I was right.
Okay.
Yeah, April 30, June 30, September 30, November
I just wonder
30.
why February
Nailed
is
it.
only 28. Like,
yeah, and then
why?
sometime every 4 years, 29.
Yeah,
I'm
what?
like, what? Why does it get shortchanged so much?
And like who decided when daylight savings? You know what I mean? Like, oh well. Lou,
we've got a cat situation here. When we also video record the podcast.
make sure it's still recording.
And Louie just likes to do her thing, and she's rubbing all over it right now. How cute! If you guys could see it, if you guys should be patrons so you could see her face.
rubbing up
against
on this thing until the phone keeps falling off. Just make sure it's cute. Lucy, it's okay. We forgive you because it's cute. All right. Anyways,
And I'm back.
back on tirade.
God,
on tirade, cats.
Yeah, fucking November. What is it? February,
Hey.
November, June,
June,
April. We got it. Look.
Hey, Lou, come on.
Oh, shit.
All right.
I gotta take a moment.
BRB.
You know what?
And we're back. Don't worry about it.
Wow, did you like that?
Oh,
It's life, guys. Shit happens.
life
What you gonna do?
oh, and there she goes, right back. She doesn't give 2 fucks.
You keep. You know what? Do the business while I
Okay.
fix this.
So here's some biz. Follow our Instagram, our Twitter. We're on Facebook. We have a website, twoblankgirls.com, and you can also be a patron on Patreon. But you guys know this. So check it out.
Oh wow!
You can watch our shenanigans behind the scenes on video if you're a patron. So
You just
don't
did
you want it?
Such a good job.
Wasn't that good? Just quick.
While I
to
took
the point.
care of.
I
a
don't
sweet-
no muss, no fuss. I don't go like crazy. So
That's right.
high maintenance.
Oh goodness. Let's get high maintenance.
I like to think I have nothing to do with this word, and I don't
Yeah.
know anything about it, and
No.
I don't have anything
You
to
know
talk
what?
because
no.
I am the opposite of it.
No, But I got to tell you this. My mom told me that she was told that you don't get to decide if you're high maintenance. You can't decide that. Somebody else has to say if you are or not.
Oh.
So that's because you can't tell on your own. So I get to decide if you are, and you get to decide.
I like to. Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Okay, high maintenance is tending to cause problems or demand attention, extremely sensitive, demanding, or temperamental.
See, I guess I thought differently of high maintenance. High maintenance to me means like
picky.
Yeah, like you, there's like a lot, you're very particular about everything. And it just is like, on another level where like people are, needs. People are having to like go around all these things for you and like go the extra mile for you.
I think that's a big part of it.
Yeah, because being sensitive, I'm like, fuck, then I am high maintenance. Because it's like, of course, I'm like the most sensitive person ever. So.
Yeah, because when we posted this on Instagram, Cole was like, yup.
Oh, what the?
First thing he said, he's like, yup. To the definition.
Idiot.
Yeah, because he was like, you can't. My mom was like, yeah, the whole thing is that you don't get to decide if you are somebody else. Other people have to tell you if you are, because you can't be a good judge of it.
I can be a good judge. Like I can say when I'm annoying about things. Yeah, like I like things a particular way. So I could see that as being high maintenance.
I know areas where you're high maintenance.
Like what?
Food sometimes where you're like, don't put if a tomato's on that, like I don't want to, like you have to like pick it out, and you're like, but I mean for the most part though, it's not like you are super high maintenance with food where you can't eat things where you're just like, nope, you don't eat this, you don't eat that, you don't eat this, but you are particular with certain things where you're like, don't. Like I gotta pick it out. If there's a tomato in my thing, I can't eat it.
Yeah,
like I can't. I have to throw it away.
Because I can taste the seeds. The seed juice is on my lettuce or whatever. But the other thing I think too, I'm kind of high maintenance about is you saw me last night. The idea of going through a drive-through and waiting to get home to eat it. I hate it. When a burger sits in a car in a hot bag. And you get it home. It's a different burger. It's not good. And so like
guys, she got the.
Oh, I got that new Beyond Burger, y'all.
Beyond Burger from Carl's Jr. So it's veggie.
It's like meatless, but it looks like it's supposed to look and taste, and it did. It tasted like a hamburger, like a fucking Carl's Jr. And when they put this special sauce on it and that crispy lettuce and pickles, I was like, woo!
Yeah, so it was so the burger.
It is a burger.
Hey, yeah. Did I just coin that? Burger is it is veggie, right? Nothing. I mean, but you got the cheese on it, right? So it wasn't.
I did. So it wasn't vegan, but it was vegetarian, and it was fucking delish. Yeah. And and supposedly you have to order it. So you go to Carl's Jr., get a Beyond Burger, and order it like double, like char it, like grill it, really like cook it.
Yeah.
Because it does help when the burger's a little more like got like a crunch to it because of the how Carl's Jr. does the whole like charbroiled.
How
do you say it?
Charbroiled.
Charred, not charled. Why did I say that?
Because it's Carl's.
Carl's charred. But
get your burger with the Carl's charred.
It was really good though, and I enjoyed it. But
her thing
I had to eat it.
Yeah.
In the car on the way home, I can't like.
That's
Cole,
pretty high maintenance. It is
is
something we have to work around because she'll be like, "No, I can't. We can't go. We have to either sit there or
Yeah, because I can't stay. Like when Cole and I, we have an In-N-Out down the street from our house, and I will not wait till we get home. I hate it because In-N-Out's all about that thick, crunchy lettuce, and when you let it sit for more than like 3 minutes, it's
soggy.
It's soft, and so yeah. High maintenance. I'm definitely a little more high maintenance about food, I guess.
I think I will say that neither. Well, I mean, I'm going to claim it for myself, even though I just said I can't. I don't think either one of us is high maintenance in general. Like in toto, we're not high maintenance. But I think we do have our things. For sure,
we're very particular about things.
Okay, like all right, we'll work it.
Sure, we can do that.
We'll figure it out. Sure. And underneath, we're like, God damn it! Like, what the? We always gotta fucking.
I don't know. I'm trying to think for you. What I would like think that you would be.
For me,
I mean, you definitely like to putting things back, putting it organized, getting.
Yes.
You're also big about getting things back, making sure like things come back to you because I'm the worst at taking things.
Because just like I told you last night, I'm like, 2 of my movies are
I did not take those movies. I swear to God.
And I'm ready to freak out because my thing is, if I lose track of something or if it gets lost, I lose my mind. I lose my mind because that's unacceptable to me. I'm like, no, there's no reason I should be losing things. And so when I do, it's like, I'm like, did you have that thing? Did you read that book I gave you? Did you get it? Did you get that yet? And and you're like, no, like, man. Bye.
So I was like, I'll just bring it back. Fuck it. I'm never gonna read it. So
yeah, because the one thing I was thinking in particular, I'm very high maintenance about and kind of weirdly obsessive. Throwback to last week. Hi. Is order. Keeping things in order, because like in my bathroom I'll be like, oh, the toilet seat's up, put it down. Oh, my towels are slightly askew, let me fix it. I can't, like, my bed, somebody lays on I think your mom's the same way, where if like my bed is made and somebody lays on it, I'm like, oh, in my mind going, no, I gotta.
My mom wouldn't even like let us in her bedroom.
Fix. So I am very much like, I don't like to leave things out. Like Jess and I, we don't leave things out. We don't leave a cup that we used the night before out on the coffee table. We don't leave any, it all gets put away. Everything has its place and it gets put away. Like we don't leave our shoes laying out. We put everything away.
Oh Lord, I could use a little more of that.
I guess, I don't know if for a lot of people, I feel like it takes training, but for me, it's just like this weird ingrained, like, if I don't do it now, it's going to pile up and then I'm going to freak out because it's a mess.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily call that like high maintenance though, because that doesn't like annoy or like that doesn't like inconvenience anybody else, so it's like good, because like if anything we come over like, it's like a nice place. Like so but it could, I guess, like when we're just trying to, I don't know, maybe relax or like go somewhere and you're like running around picking.
Like, I gotta do the dishes, or I gotta I gotta do the dishes before I go, or I gotta make sure this is done.
And that's like my mom. Like I guess I could that could, again, is it high maintenance though? Because like, we can't growing up, we didn't get out of the house till like noon during the day because my mom sits and she has to clean everything and everything has to be picked up. And we're like, Jesus, we just want to go to like the store real quick, but we couldn't because my mom's got to like
that's annoying.
have everything just so, we're like, like we just want to get out. So, but I guess it's a good version of that.
Yeah. Cause I don't think, cause I'm not, holy shit.
You guys, this cat is
have no idea what just happened
today.
We got like, I swear, like Louie, if you guys could have seen this moment, I hate that we are just doing a podcast right now because she leapt from the counter over to the dining table. I've never seen anything like it. It was like super cat. What?
And
somehow she didn't disturb the video, but she knocked over everything else on the table.
Happy for all of you who get to witness that, because it's going to be on camera.
That was fucking rad. But also, Louie, what?
You are wild this morning.
What did you get into, Kat? Guys,
Holy
this is
cow.
why our podcast is a raging success, because all we talk about is what's going on that you guys can't see. Holy shit. Okay, anyway, moving on. I don't even know what we were saying.
Well, Cole thinks it's so high maintenance. I want to know what he thinks is high maintenance.
Yeah. Well, because I think truly we are so like go with the flow.
Yeah.
Whatever. We don't have to have everything planned out, scheduled. We're pretty loosey goosey. We're like, you know what? If it changes, it changes. Let's do this. Like we'll do. I was less like that before. I think like I was a little more high maintenance in terms of my schedule, like when I was in New York and earlier. Like for the huge part of my life was like, I have to be in bed by this time, or I can't go out on a work night if I have to work early in the morning, or this and that. Like I had these rules that I kind of followed for myself.
Yeah.
I don't do that anymore. Now I'm just like,
whatever. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like,
because high maintenance is like, when I think of high maintenance, I think of the classic When Harry Met Sally scene where she's sitting at the table and she's ordering. She's like, I want this, but I want it on the side. But it has to be on the side. And I want this, but if it's not this, then I want this. But if it's this temperature, I want this.
Yes,
that's
what I think, because it's more like it's just this exaggerated, like needy, this needing like ridiculous, like over the top things.
I feel like when people I think of high maintenance as being like a diva. Like a Mariah Carey who's like, I need to have this in my room. It needs to be chilled. I need water,
like certain type of water, like certain type of grapes.
Yeah,
like
and they have
in your
to be
room.
Exactly, like a very specific thing. And I think we are so much just like, I don't know, whatever.
Like my most high maintenance thing would be like, I need 2% milk, not like skim, or like my coffee. Okay. I'd like to admit, I think I've become a little snobby about my coffee. Like yesterday I had Starbucks and I was like, I wish you could have seen my face in the car. I was like by myself, obviously, but I was like, this tastes burnt. I was like, what are they keeping it on too long? Like, I don't get it. And I was like getting all like, and so I've gotten very particular about my coffee.
Spend money on shit sometimes. Like, like last night we got milkshakes and I was like, this is real fucking runny.
Yeah.
This is a disappointment to me. Cause I'm like, I mean, I didn't spend money on it. You
yeah.
did. Thank you for my runny milkshake, by the way. No, but and so there are things like that, but I think that's somewhat understandable.
And that's also, you're just particular. Like, yeah, I wonder what the difference between like particular and high maintenance is, because I am particular about things like my coffee. Like, getting a flat white, there was a little too much milk. I was like, what is going on?
Okay.
I like it a certain way. I like my things a certain temperature as well.
Oh.
So yeah, I might be a little high maintenance, but it's also like, maybe I'm just, I like it a certain way, but yeah, maybe it is a little high maintenance. I don't know.
Let me look up particular in Merriam-Webster.
Yeah, because it's like, I just like things done a certain way, and whether or not like I guess it'd have to be on an extreme case, right?
Yeah,
because like if other people would be like, no, really, that's insane. If
it's really annoying or it's causing
I bet you Cole thinks I'm high maintenance about the bed being made.
Oh yeah,
the bed has to be made, like it has to, or I'll kill you, because it just sets the tone for my day. And if I don't do it, it just feels junky and gross and like yucky and unmade. And
that's like as soon as you got out of there, I went in and whoop, made my bed. Like I gotta do the same thing.
It completely sets my tone for the day.
So particular is being concerned with details.
Okay, well,
concerned over or attentive to details, meticulous, hard to please.
Oh. Well,
yeah, I mean,
interesting. I am definitely not hard to please though, but I don't know. I don't think I'm high maintenance in the sense that I think of high maintenance. I'm gonna be okay with that.
You're gonna say, nah, I'm good.
No, I'm not high maintenance. I'm good. I'm not a diva or anything.
No, I feel like
I don't have enough money to be that. You know what I mean? I feel like you gotta have money to be high maintenance. You gotta have like, to be able to like choose between really nice things and really nice things. So like,
because otherwise you're just like, I don't know, I'm getting a thing. Cool, like,
sweet.
Somebody's giving me something.
It's free. What?
Cool.
Yeah. So like, I feel like you have to have a certain amount of money.
Yeah. Are there? You hear of? I think you hear. You do hear it a lot with like celebrities, with people who have money, who get to a point where they're like, oh, I need this particular
they're accustomed to
that's used on my face,
thing.
and if you don't warm it to this temperature, don't put it on, and don't use a sponge. Use your fingers, or don't use your fingers. Use a brush. It's like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like because they're accustomed to a certain level of like comforts and care, like amenities, and so then it becomes like if they don't have them, they're like,
I wonder if you can become high maintenance. I wonder if that's not generally your temperament, and then like you can learn.
Well, I mean, I like to think like Mariah Carey and like Whitney Houston and all them, we're just normal people. It has to be eventually. It comes with like money. You just, which is, it's shitty. It's really like,
do you think it's like a combination of like something in their psyche where it's like they didn't have it and they felt they deserved more, and then once they worked their asses off, they got to this point, they're like, now it just changes. They're like, there's this thing inside them that's like, you know what? No. I get this because like I was downtrodden. I did that. Yeah,
I worked my way up. Like I deserve this. Yeah,
sort of a thing. That's like kind of like an entitlement.
Because to me, it turns into like, I'm like, y'all are fucking delusional. Because like and I've always said, well, when I get to that point, when I'm like, being flown privately and stuff like that,
famous,
I would like to think that my personality wouldn't change. Yes, maybe I would be used to like more of the finer things, but I wouldn't be this like, I just hope that it wouldn't change me in that way, like where I'd become just like demanding. A yucky like and like expect things of people and like, what, this coffee is burnt and just like
instead of just stewing angrily about it to yourself in your car,
well, or just being that really like, I just be like, oh no, it's totally fine. It's great. Thank you. And just be a grateful person, not this like
And
turd.
I think it's okay to ask for what you want, but at the same time, to just be realistic about things. I think, you know what I think it is too? I think to me, high maintenance, this is a perfect example. It's of someone requesting something so unnecessary just because they can. Like there's this is like the most insane thing to me. I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians last season, I think it was, and Kim was talking about how actually maybe it wasn't even on the Kardashians. I'm sorry. Maybe it was like a personal interview because I really follow them. So I don't even know anymore. But she was talking about how Kanye, whenever they fly, they send someone first, an assistant, flies to the destination 24 hours before with all of their belongings. So they've already been packed for them.
Yeah.
And all of their belongings go first. Then they unpack everything and set them up in a pleasing way in the hotel for them so that when they get there, it's already ready and ready to go. And then when they leave, they just go. They don't have to worry about it. And then that assistant packs everything up and takes it home later. Can you believe that?
I mean, it sounds dope. I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh.
That's so high maintenance to me.
It is. It's incredibly.
That you're paying that much money, too, to like.
Yeah.
Oh, like that money could be so much better spent.
Yeah.
Like like it's cool to have an assistant if you're busy. Like shit, sure.
Yeah.
But do you really? And also, they always fly private. I mean.
Like that time, didn't he fly him and Kim on like a private commercial jet? Like he booked a that can fit like over 200 people, and it was just them two on the plane.
Oh, see, to me that is so disgusting because of the environment. You guys, we're using up so many resources, and to fly private, that's like all of us driving as single people in our cars all the time. It fucking sucks.
Yeah,
because it's like we're using up so many resources.
I can't imagine
for someone's comfort
how high maintenance like Kanye West is.
Oh boy,
and Kim Kardashian too. How
well, I think to me, from watching the show, guys, she is way more down to earth and normal than you would think.
Yeah,
and then her especially next to Kanye, she looks like she's me.
Yeah,
like I look like Kim Kardashian. Is that what I'm saying?
Yeah, I imagine he
to me is a little prima donna bitch.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. And another thing, okay, let me go. Oh, now that we're here, let's get on the tirade. I don't care if people think he's like the most talented person. I think he's a fucking asshole, and I don't care.
Oh, yeah. I don't I hate that idea that you have to be an asshole to be like, or that he thinks
that he can get away with being an asshole.
Yes, he can get away with being a dick.
Because he's so talented. Like, we can't, like, we're not.
But there's a lot of other really talented people in the world, too. It's like, he's not the only one. So to like, for him to keep getting away
like
with
he's
like,
a genius. Look at what he does for fashion and for music. And I'm like, guys, there are other people out in the world who aren't dicks. And like, so I'm not going to say that he's a genius. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. To me, I cannot stand him. I think he is just.
I think he's also like mentally ill and needs help.
Oh, yeah.
So like, part of it's kind of like I feel for the dude because I'm like, dude, you need to surround yourself with good people. You need to get mental health.
Get your shit together.
Get it together and like.
Take
then
care
maybe
of yourself,
he could,
son.
yes, because
like,
I
take
feel
care
like
of your fucking God complex. Like, chill out.
Oof. Yeesh.
Woo!
High
he's high maintenance. Yeah, let's talk high maintenance. I'm wondering. Yeah, I feel like I want to know like regular everyday people who don't make a lot of money who are super high maintenance. That's what I'm trying to think
like
of people
racking
I know.
My brain. I'm kind of like like my mom. Like I wouldn't say she's high maintenance, but I guess it is that.
Well, I feel like I'm thinking of a particular friend that I have who I would think she might just be super inconveniencing to me because she's high maintenance in the sense that she has to put on her fucking false lashes every day, and it takes her like 4 hours to get ready because she's doing all her makeup and she's taking all this time and just to go out no matter what. And I'm like, let's just take a moment. I mean,
but what about that? Okay, if you read the definition again, sorry, because if you take that example and read it with the definition to me, I'm like
tending to cause problems or demand attention, extremely sensitive, demanding, or temperamental. For me, it fits in the demanding part and causing problems for me because it's like, dude, we have to all wait on your fucking schedule.
Yeah.
Because you have to make your face look this certain way.
Yeah.
It's like, let us just chill out. Like, it's like the people who are like, well, I don't go out unless I'm wearing like jewels and fucking like I gotta get the people who are high maintenance to me are the people who are like brand whores. who just like have to have the name brand everything, and they're just like, I won't wear Target. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm only gonna wear this and this and that. I'm like, Target,
girl, you crazy.
I love
Target is awesome. I love it. But yeah, I would say Cole is like, but his could be prevented. You know, his morning routine. Whew. Some days I'm like, can we just like jump out of, like, my dream is that Cole and I would just get out of bed, you know, stretch. And I'm like, you know what, let's go grab breakfast at Maze. Let's just go sit, you and me.
Brush your teeth, get out the door.
And brush your teeth and go. And like just sit and look all crappy and just sit together and have a nice breakfast. Yeah. That's like my dream. And we've been together over 6 years now. And we have never done that.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Cole he gets up 3 hours before he leaves for work because of the schedule. Because of going to the bathroom takes so fucking long. And then
that's one thing, but
I know that's where I'm saying, like, that could be prevented though too.
Yeah.
And he won't do it, so therefore it seems high maintenance to me, like that we have to like, everybody's got to work around Cole's schedule in the morning. Like, we can't ever do any. And I've asked him before. I'm like, what if, like, Annitsa just got in a horrific car accident and we have to go?
Rush. Yeah.
Like, what are we supposed to do? You know, he's like, I could get up and go if I have to.
I feel like when Sam had his heart attack, Cole was up here pretty quick, wasn't he?
No, he was already at work, wasn't he?
I don't know, because I just remember he was in HB and then he was up here like a couple hours later.
Oh, man. Yeah, so but see, he still probably had to poop. Because that's the thing. Like, I just feel like there's no, like, wiggle room with that. And he is very particular about things too, like his vape stuff when we travel, how he has to pack it a certain way.
Yeah, let's talk about high maintenance.
I love how he's commenting on that post.
Yeah,
Cole is like the most high maintenance person. Like, he says I am, but I'm like, oh my god, like he is.
No, you're pretty easygoing. We can just be like, hey, let's go do this. We do last minute shit all the time. Like, we'll be like, hey, you know what? Should we go get a tattoo? Okay, let's go. And we don't.
I don't ever usually have. I think he's getting it confused with like, I am just particular about certain things. Like, I'm details, but to me, I think Cole is way more high maintenance. Like, his whole like things he has to do and like have all his little vape toys and jingle jangles, and they all have to be packed a certain way, and like, yeah. And he has to even pack his bags a certain way. So I'm like, come on, please.
Yeah, I think being particular does fall into high maintenance sometimes, because it is like very demanding. You're being very sensitive about the way things are. It's like, don't touch my things, because like, I don't, you know, because sometimes to me, like, if somebody comes in here and starts like, like looking through stuff and pulls out movies and moves stuff around, I'll be like, oh. Yeah. Inside, I'm like, let's just put that back where it was. That's why for me, I cannot have a cleaning person. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Because I do not want people in here touching my shit, moving it around, and then it's not where it should be.
Yeah.
That drives me fucking crazy. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's weird, but I enjoy it. That's it. Well, yeah, I mean, because I feel like it'd be nice for you to like relinquish that up a little bit so that someone could do that for you. So that like one day, you know,
if they were as good as I am about it, like if I were to go in and clean someone's place, which I have done,
the only way they would be good at it is exactly if you walk them around and tell them how exactly you.
No, I don't care how they clean, but I want them to put it back where they found it. Because that's my thing, is like, because if I were to do that for you, I would wipe it down, set it exactly where it was. Yeah. I would never just be like, throw it. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because I am.
You must have had a weird one, because mine never put stuff in a different place. Did that lady, did you have like a cleaning lady who moved it?
It's not like she's like putting stuff like in complete opposite ends of the apartment, but it would just be like, oh, that's just moved like over here now instead of like 5 inches to that way. And I'm like, why you do that? I'm like, that's where it's supposed to be. So I'd say I'm definitely high maintenance about that. Faux show.
Yeah.
But that's not really inconvenient. That's just, I mean, if anything, it's inconveniencing me for not, you know.
Yeah, it's inconvenience yourself. Yeah,
because it's not like I'm going after people.
Yeah. But yeah, I like, you know, the thing that, you know, because I, like you said, I am kind of high maintenance about food, but I actually get really annoyed, like, when people are very particular about ordering and stuff. Like Cole got this burger the other night, and it had all this stuff on it. And he literally goes, he's like, I'll take the steakhouse burger, but with no lettuce, no tomato, no onion, no sauce, and no. So the woman's like, so meat and the bun. He's like, yeah.
I'm like, why What is that burger for then? What is that sandwich about?
But it's just funny when someone
just say, I want a steak sandwich.
Just be, can I just have a burger with? Yeah. So the fact that he went down the whole line and said no to everything. But man, that's not high maintenance. That's just me being annoyed at him. I was like, what are you doing? Like, and he's so sweet because he's always like so apologetic about it, and he always has to say something like, I know, I'm like a child. I'm so sorry. Like,
yeah, that's annoying. To me. It's kind of high maintenance when someone's so boring with what they want. Like they eat like a child where they're just like, I only eat chicken strips and fries.
Yeah.
Like we can't go there because it's Indian food. I've never had it and I might not like it because it's got a sauce on it. I'm like, guys, fucking let's just try something else. Yeah. Open yourself up. I'm like, you might not like it because trust me, I don't have the most sophisticated palate. Let's be real. But I'm willing to try stuff. And if I hate it, I'm like, bye, but try it. Don't just be like, all I eat is chicken. And that's it.
To me, when people are very picky about their food, it makes it really hard for everybody else. And not like, and it's not, but that's not like, that's different from someone who like is vegan, like Sam, like, know, when we have to like find restaurants that he can eat at, that's like a totally different thing. But when someone is just like only
high maintenance because we don't have it. It's not universally accessible yet. Yeah. That's the only reason, and that's not their fault.
Yeah, exactly. I mean? Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, we're just gonna stay super humble.
Chill. We're fucking chill.
We're just like whatever.
We're the most humble and the most low
like relaxed.
If you guys like want to ask us for something, we'll be like, yeah,
sure, whatever. Yeah. But now I'm thinking, I'm like, ooh, maybe I am. No, maybe I'm not. Because then I like look at my life. I'm really messy and I don't kind of care. I'm kind of all over the place and I don't care. I think it's just my bed and tomatoes.
Your bed. Like you're very specific high maintenance.
Yeah.
Bed and tomatoes.
That's kind of it. Because otherwise I'm kind of like, sure, whatever. Now, you know what? I've decided, things are getting better financially a little bit for me. And I have decided to make a new rule. I will not skimp on travel. Not doing it anymore. So I'm going to be a little high maintenance, I think. I'm going to be like, sorry, I'm going to upgrade. Bye, Annitsa.
You're gonna, yeah. We go on a trip together, and she's like, "I'm gonna do priority boarding, and I'm sorry." Well, I'm like, I can't afford it. You're like, "Oh, bye.
Well, see you on the plane."
It's like in Bridesmaids, where you're like, "I'm in first class." Like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you're in coach."
But yeah, and then like because I got clear now, and that's been so amazing, and like just because I went on that trip overseas during the holidays, and it was a nightmare, and that was my biggest takeaway from it. I was like, "That's it. I am not going to be flying like standby. I am not going to be, and that's emergencies, but I'm going to upgrade on trains. If there's a chance to upgrade, even if it's like a little, it's not cheap, but it's also not crazy expensive. I'm going to do it because I'm going to treat like in the sense that I think travel, you shouldn't get to your destination.
You're getting money, and now
I'm like,
changing.
It's changing me.
No, you know what it is? It's because here it is. It's you get a taste of that high life.
Yes,
and
you
don't want to go back.
No, I can't. You
don't want to go back because you're like, nah, it's not worth it.
But it's also too like the idea. Someone told me this because like the thought of being flown first class for a job, I'm like super stoked. And they're like, I was like, no. Or, I think I made the argument of, oh my God, you don't need to do that. Like, that's like way too much money. They're like, no, but you're being flown a really long way to do a job. And if you get there and you're stressed and you're fucking tired because you're sitting in a middle seat in economy and you're like fucked, like that doesn't do any good for us as the company. So there, that's why. So I'm like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my dad always used to fly like business class overseas for his job.
But exactly. Because how is he supposed to go and do a good job when he just got fucked for 16 hours on a flight, like being so uncomfortable?
We don't need private jets, but at least,
I'd like to be bumped up to a first or a business class.
Thank you.
Yes. But no, that's one thing I'm going to be a little more like particular on because
but sometimes it's so astronomical, though. Sometimes it's like the difference between a $400 ticket and a $1,000 ticket.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. No. Until maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll get there, but not right now.
I'm gonna live that life. Like I'll be like, oh, I'm with you. I'm right with you.
Yeah, but right now I'm kind of like,
because once you go, you can't go back.
I've been in first class, and you know how hard it is to go in the back. I have traveled overseas in first class just from standby, not because I bought a ticket, but. And it is the most luxurious. Like, I don't ever want to get off the plane. I'm like, this is amazing. Well, and then I get put in the back, and you're just like, well, that was short-lived. But it,
I feel like, that there is a thing as you get older too. I think there are those things that you become more high maintenance about because you've just done the shit for so long and you're like, I'm done with this now. I'm done. I'm not going back to the shit. I'm gonna get like the combo instead of just the sandwich. You know what I mean? Because like I can do this for myself, or like it's as simple as that. Or it's just like you know what? I don't have to use this broken dish rack anymore just because it's not that broken. It's like, no, I'm gonna replace it. Yeah, I'm gonna replace. Like, there's things as you get older, you're like, I am just gonna do it because I deserve it. And it's just about living that like it's shit life,
like 20 something,
thinking you deserve broken shit because that's what you can afford. No, just like move up.
Just it's one step at a time, but we're moving on up at this point.
You know what? We're kind of working our way to be slightly more high maintenance, and we're okay with that.
I feel like I wouldn't mind a little taste of that. Yeah, I will still be humble. But I will have people be like,
we'll find out. I'll keep you in check, bitch.
Yeah, she'll knock me down.
Well, because she's the one making the moolah now. So, but just wait. Just you wait until acting can make some big money. Yeah,
I'm banking on it.
So I'm like, I'll get us the high maintenance too. I'll get us there.
That's where. So watch out, you guys. If you're friends with us, we're kicking you to the curb because you're not good enough.
We're high maintenance friends. Bye.
Yeah. Fuck, I should have cut it when you said bye. Okay, bye.
I just can't wait for people on Patreon. I think the one person on Patreon that actually watches it, this
gonna get a real treat.
Because it's just a shit
that fucking flying cat that came through the episode.
I want to speed through to see.
Guys, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for listening every week. We really appreciate it.
I got
check your high maintenance. Make sure you're like keeping yourself in check.
But you know what? Sometimes let it be.
Yeah, just
because you deserve a little bit of that. Yeah, that's true.
And then forgive those who are a little high maintenance.
Or just say fuck off.
Say get out of here. Get off the toilet and let's go.
Get the toilet. Having bowel movements is.
I know. I'm like high maintenance. I'm like
he's got a problem.
Hour and a half shits. That's high maintenance.
He's got a problem.
We're gonna go to the doctor. We're checking on it. Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Come back.